We do not worship any idol. We do not worship anything born of a human being. We do not worship anything carved out of a tree. We do not bow down before anything molded with the hands of men. It's only thee that we worship. That is why we have come this very evening on this hallowed platform that you yourself created, to offer you unadulterated praise and to hand over to thee all that we can ever become, because Biafra is yours. This very family of IPOB, you molded yourself, you decreed that IPOB must come, and now that we have come, that we may worship thee, O Elohim, please accept our offering of praise and sacrifice unto your holy name, because there is no other like thee. We will continue to adore thee, we will continue to worship thee, and as I said before, and I will reiterate, as we pray unto thee, that Biafra is your possession, we will sacrifice Biafra unto thee, that you may guide us in all that we do. It's only you that sees the hearts of men. If there is anything that we are hiding, if there is anything that we have concealed from our people, oh Elohim, you will judge us very harshly. But if our hands are clean, our hearts very pure, you will bless IPOB, and you will bless me, and you will bless my family, because it's a promise from you. All our hope and our trust is upon thee. May your name be glorified. May you be exalted. May you, O Elohim, be praised. Now and forevermore we pray. Ise, Ise, Ise.
That answers. You are who you are, yes you are. When I seek you, me I know where I'll find you. You have never left me alone. When I ask, me I know that you will do what no man can never do for me. When I know you go open your heart, you open your doors to let me. Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Polarization, Jehovah Nissi, Jehovah Polarization. I connect him by your love, bully womelu. Onye keruba, your love, when I pray, I have a God in there. Have a God in there. You are who you are, yes you are. When I seek you, let me alone. When I ask, me I know that you will do. That you will do what no man can never do for me. Yeah. When I know you open your heart, open your doors to let me. Hey, Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Colonial, Jehovah Yahweh, Jehovah Tirela Machine. I'm gonna take down your love, bully womelu. Onye keruba ya love, tirela machine. When I cry, you wipe away my tears. You have filled my mouth with laughter. When I'm weak, you strengthen me. A mountain up with wings like eagle. When I'm down, you lifted me.
Radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station. You're listening to this is Radio Biafra.
All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're broadcasting live from New York City under the auspices of our mother station, Radio Biafra London. Yeah, what a reminder that today, and tomorrow we're going to Washington, D.C. for a rally in support, in solidarity with our leader who have been incarcerated by these idiots. Our leader who has been kidnapped. We'll be in Washington today. For those of you who are not aware of it, they have to gather there today and tomorrow. It's a 2-day rally that we're going to have. Some people have already moved, so we're expecting to see what's going to happen over there. I'll be there possibly tomorrow. Make myself available there to take part in the rally. All right, the people in London have already started, and this morning I just got a clip that sent to me about what's going on in London at 10 Downing Street. That's where they are. It's supposed to be the office of the Prime Minister or something of that sort. So they are doing the same thing that we plan to do, take off today in Washington, D.C. That's exactly what it is. There's nothing anybody can do to stop this.
The 7th of July 2021, we, the IPOB, the Biafrans, are protesting in front of number 10 here in United Kingdom, London, against Nigerian government holding the leader of IPOB, Mazi, and we are now protesting that Nigeria must release our leader to us, His Excellency Mazi. He must be released today. If they fail to release Nnamdi Kanu, we, the Biafrans and the IPOBs in diaspora, we are coming down to Nigeria, and they will see greater than this. We tell them that we are Biafran, we are not Nigerian. We listen like Biafra, we don't listen like Nigerians. We have the action, and we speak, and they must obey. We are Biafrans. Here is in front of number 10, today being 7th of July 2021. We are here protesting against the injustice that Nigerian government are doing to Biafrans and to the leader of IPOB, Mazi, His Excellency Mazi. They must release Mazi, or we all are coming down to Nigeria to show them hell. We are Biafrans. We have actions. Enough is enough to all this lobby Nigerian governments are doing to the Biafrans. Our freedom, in the name of Chukwuka, we are conquered. We are coming down to Nigeria to show them who we are. We are Biafrans. Free Martin Nnamdi Kanu is a warning to Nigeria. If they don't do that, we are coming down to show them who we are.
All right, that's taking place in London right now as we speak. And they're still there, and we're going to do the same thing in Washington, D.C. today and tomorrow. And talk about protests. Somebody yesterday on my program, 2 days ago on my program, wasn't here yesterday. I made him understand that protest doesn't mean when everybody goes out there, wherever you live. Because here in the United States, for instance, you can't go out protest without, applying for it. You got to take a permit from the police to do that. And that doesn't happen immediately. But individually, you can. Believe me, I spoke to them and they told me, yes, you can do that. Take your placard, stand in the street. In any cause, please don't block the traffic. Make sure that you don't disturb the sidewalk. One-man protest, it works. So people are out there calling, oh, this is what we got to do, this is what we got to do. All right, start it on your own. Whatever community you are, if you are the only IPOB in that city, go out there, carry your placard, come out to the street. Nobody's going to kill you. Say what you're protesting about. People will want to ask you questions. Get a flyer, print the flyers and keep them there. Divide them to the people as they pass by. It's all protest. Because if we start waiting, suggesting on what to do and what not to do, I get so pissed off when people come in and they want to talk about what we are supposed to do. Start it. Every suggestion is good. There's no doubt about it. But live by example. Start doing something on your own. Don't go out there. I'm not saying go out there and destroy anybody's property. No. Take a flyer, take a placard, write something on it, stand on the roadside, lift it up, have a flyer there. People come, they pick it up. If you're able to get to 10 people in a day, that's quite a lot. So we are still talking about a leader who is incarcerated. Information reaching us so far that he is not in a very bad shape the way he used to be, because I read something. I'm not confirming this, but I read something that is supposed to have been written by the lawyer. These are the people that get very close to him, and so they should know. Whatever they tell us is what we get, what we should know. People should stop being very, very aggressive and playing the blame game, because that blame game thing is like you have nothing to suggest. Like I said, take a placard, go out there, do a one-man protest. It happens here in the United States all the time. You see people stand in the streets, they have a placard, they're protesting. The police will be there guiding them because as long as they don't disrupt anybody, they don't block the sidewalk, they'll be interested too. Like the policeman will always ask you questions. Why are you doing what you're doing? Try to explain it to them. If you have a flyer that tells the story, share it out to them. So today in Washington, we are there. We're going to be there tomorrow also. But for those of you, like I said before, those of you who don't live in this part of the world, wherever you live, the people in London, the Biafrans in London, they are doing theirs today. And here the date is today, 7th day of July. They are protesting. So we are saying that you can do the same on your own. You don't have to wait until the whole world is gathered together before you will do it. Somebody sent me a clip this morning, and very interesting. Although he spoke, I think the man is a bishop. He's a bishop, and he said something that is very interesting, because when you listen to him, you can always feel the truth. This is not like the false prophecy that we hear all the time. When you speak the truth from your heart, we know. The moment you start saying something, there's a coincidence. Everything he said resonates to me, and I decided that I was going to, put him on air this morning. Whatever he said, not him physically, but his video. I'm going to put it in here so people can listen to what he said about our leader and about the coming of Biafra, which is very, very pertinent. It's something I've been saying. I am tired and sick and tired of people coming to be negative about what we are doing. Everything is a process. That's what I keep saying. God doesn't make any mistake. If He's sensing something to happen, the process, what you need is the result. What is the end of this journey? Biafra will come. Biafra will come at the proper time. Whatever, when you look at the process, the road might look very rugged. It might look like it's not going to happen, but I bet you something eventually going to happen. There's no doubt about it. Let's listen to this, our bishop, at least. That's what he said he is. So let's listen to him.
Okay, good day, sir.
Good day.
Sir, please, we know your name.
My name is Bishop Jude Ndubisi Chineme.
All right, sir. A lot of pastors, men of God, have been saying something about Biafra agitation. We have not heard from you. What do you have to say, sir?
Yeah, I know people like us doesn't talk anyhow. We talk when it is necessary. The Biafra agitation is something the Lord revealed to me many years ago, about 26, if not 27 years ago. That was on 4th September 1994, the day I wedded at Terevin Hotel by Okigwe Road, Aba. In that my wedding ceremony, the chairman of the wedding was Dr. Teddy Ezrim, the owner of Blessing Clinic, 97 or 95 Port Harcourt Road, Aba. It was then that the Lord showed to me, revealed to me, crowd heading to Umuahia. So when I now saw the crowd heading to Umuahia, I said, this crowd from where? The Lord told me that it was Biafra restoration. I saw Biafra flag. And God openly told me that the man that will bring Biafra will come from Umuahia. That was 4th September 1994. So I now said that thing in the public. Dr. Ezrim laughed. He said one night that why this Biafra prophecy, that Biafra will not come back again. I told Dr. Ezrim that was actually what God revealed to me, restoration of Biafra, 4th September 1994. By that time, Owazirike has not come up with something like Biafra agitation. So years later, Owazirike now came up with Biafra agitation. The Lord told me that Biafra will not come through Owazirike. Do you get the point? So later, Nnamdi Kanu now came up with Biafran agitation. And the Lord told me vividly that Biafra will come through him. So that was why when people criticize him, people say something about Biafra agitation and so on, I kept silent because I know that what Nnamdi Kanu is doing was exactly what God revealed to me on 4th September 1994. That day was on Sunday, and it rained heavily that day. So, and that's why when people say people should pray and pray about the coming of Biafra, I refuse to pray because I know that the Lord has revealed it to me, and it is something that must surely come to pass. Whether you pray or you fail to pray, because the word of God must surely come to pass. And to me, like what God now spoke to me, this is what Nnamdi Kanu was born for. God sent him into this planet for that purpose. So whether my prayer or not my prayer, it must surely come to pass. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. What about the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu? What do you have to say about it?
Well, my own opinion, right? Arrest of Nnamdi Kanu is a big mistake. Let me use that language. My reason is that Nnamdi Kanu, I have not seen him before, unless on television or internet or picture. I have not discussed with him before. But the Lord made me to understand that that guy is such a man that anything he wants to do, nobody on earth can discourage him unless God. And Nnamdi Kanu is a moving train that no man can stop unless he gets to his destination. And Nnamdi Kanu is such a man that what he wants to do is what he will do. And why I say that it's a mistake is that, again, is that if federal government happen to prison Nnamdi Kanu, automatically they have made him Nelson Mandela of Nigeria. And if they kill him, they have immortalized him forever. Do you get what I mean? So that's why I say it's a big mistake. God bless you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. What are your advice to Nigerian government, sir?
Well, my advice to Nigerian government is they should tread with carefulness. They should tread with care, because the case of Nnamdi Kanu is very sensitive. With every indication, if you can remember what happened on 31st May 2021, this year, you know that almost all the youth, in fact 95% of South and Southeast, they are strongly behind Nnamdi Kanu. So it's not a man alone. So anything they are doing with him, they should be very careful. And my advice again is that let the politicians from the Southeast and South start telling the president the truth. They should start telling the president the truth, because sometimes they don't tell him the truth. They don't tell the president the real condition of Southeast and South in this agitation. They should start telling the president the truth. I've given federal government advice, but this advice now goes to Mr. President. My own advice for Mr. President is he should call Kanu and ask him, my son, what is your problem? Then, if eventually Kanu tables all his problems before the president will say, my son, I can do this, but I cannot be able to do this. I think dialogue is the best way to follow Kanu.
Okay, so what are your advice for the agitators?
My advice for the agitators is that they should follow the rule of law in agitating. They should understand that whatever God had destined must take place. From the revelation given to me by God, 4 September 1994, Biafran nation will come through a man from Omaya. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. That was that you can understand really why I'm airing this for you. This is for those who have been agitating it. Now they are on, counting the mistakes we have made and not do this. You could have done this that way. You could have done that way. My dear brothers, I agree with this man completely. I've never seen him before. Somebody just sent me this clip and I listened to it. And whatever he says resonates with me very, very well. He's telling the truth. There's nothing. God has already, this is a done deal. Biafra is a done deal and there's nothing anybody can do to change it. I'm telling you honestly. Our leader himself once said, kill me today, die tomorrow. It's not going to change anything. The deal has been done. Biafra is here already, regardless of what you think. It's hard to accept, but some people are out there, they know. Even the so-called Janjaweed, they know what is going on. They know that they've lost the game. The game is over. It's game over. There's nothing anybody can do to change what is happening. Biafra is going to be here regardless of what they think, regardless of how much they struggle, regardless of how the number of lies they tell. You see, for them to keep harassing this man, whom they know that with their python dance, they went there, the python danced and killed 28 people, including a dog. And then the python didn't finally kill the man that they went there to kill. Today, they're now telling us that he jumped bail. They should be ashamed of themselves. How can you say that the man that they went to kill, that ran for his life, that today all of you should hide yourself facing shame? Because on that day, there was a helicopter up there. The only part of the military that I didn't see was the Navy. Maybe because there's no river in Afaruku. Maybe the naval people could have been there equally. But after all said and done, what happened? He ended up in Israel. He spoke to us on the state of Israel 13 months after. And you guys are still hunting him. You're still wasting your time and energy and whatever resources you have. You think you can bring Nigeria back to what it was? Forget about it. It's over. It's history. It's going to go in the history book. All the stories going to be once upon a time there was a country called Nigeria. But for now, they are not anywhere anymore. So stop telling us he jumped bail. Because that is very, very annoying, very, very stupid of you. And you know very well that he didn't jump bail. People are out there speaking from both sides of their mouth. They're not ready to have that simple, great question they should ask the army. What did you go to do in Nnamdi Kanu's house? Why did you go there in the first place?
What transpired in the courts or what the media have been saying. One of the allegations now is that he jumped bail.
Yes, that's what.
Yes.
Because, and he said he had to run because to save his life.
But of course we knew.
But does that mean that he should jump bail? Is that the way to go about this kind of stuff?
Just listen about jumping bail.
Just listen to what
we must be mindful of certain things.
I know.
Right.
This is somebody who was on bail, who provided a reliable surety. The court in its wisdom gave conditions for bail. He fulfilled the constitution, bringing up a reliable surety who is a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, a distinguished senator. Now, what played out? Remember before the operation, I think it's in Python dance or whatever they call it. This man has few days to appear in court before that invasion.
Yeah. So
it's only a tree that will be told it will be cut off and it will remain. So what do you expect? So as far as I'm concerned, that was where the federal government got it wrong at that period. If actually the federal government is aware of that operation,
is it possible the government?
Well, what do you want me to say? Because within that period, and since that thing happened, the federal government has not come out to issue any statement on that. So that is the issue. And that was why, if you remember, we saw it in the media, the man took time to explain to the court, well, I have to take my leave or look for a way to escape. Is it not somebody that is alive that will come and face charges?
Absolutely.
Fine. You must be alive. And remember, the Constitution, the 1999 Constitution as amended, simpliciter provides that an accused person, no matter how grave the accusation could be, is presumed innocent until proven guilty. By what? A court of competent jurisdiction, not by the executive or by the police or by whoever that arrested you, but by a court of competent jurisdiction. That is telling you, that takes us back to the issue of separation of power. Every arm, you should allow them to do their own job. You cannot be a judge in your own court.
Right.
That is the truth. So when you begin to look at some of these, you see,
I'm so sorry that that tape didn't get to the end. Otherwise, the bottom line is that it's still the same thing. You talk about jumping bail. They went to kill him. Nobody has the audacity. Nobody has the courage to ask the federal government of Nigeria, why did you go to his house? How come 28 people are killed? No inquiry, nothing. Nobody has want to address that. All they're talking about, he jumped bail. Oh, he jumped bail. There's excitement. But, that brings me back to a discussion I had with a friend today. We're talking about, this is a follower, somebody who started following what we're doing recently. So he's lost in so many things. And he's like trying to tell me that Sunday Igboho, you see the way Yorubas are doing it, they are all supporting Sunday Igboho. and that the people have they have gone to kill Igboho, that the IPOB should come out in solidarity with Igboho. And I said to him, what Igboho is going through is like they are copying our roadmap. And I started to remind him that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they went to his house, they killed 28 people. What did he do? Nothing. He just was clamoring for his freedom. They went and destroyed him. The Yoruba journalists, if they had, when that thing happened in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's house, one of these top newspapers have taken a personal investigation and done a proper write-up on what happened, Sunday Igboho will not be suffering what he's suffering today. Believe me sincerely. But you see, when this happens to the hawk, I mean, let me put it this way: when it happens to the bushfowl and nobody says anything, it's eventually going to happen to the home fowl, whatever. Because this is something that has happened and nobody said anything. The journalists who are supposed to write about it, till today, most of them are saying he jumped bail. When you listen to some of the respected journalists in the media, you hear them using the word he jumped bail. If they are ashamed of themselves, if they are ashamed, if they know what profession they are holding, they can't use those words. Somebody who's in his house already told the world he was going to court with over 2 million people. That's what he said. I'm going to go to court with 2 million people and I'm going to bring Buhari's head. So the next thing was they went to kill him in his house. He wasn't running away from the court because he knows that these people have no evidence to jail him. That's why they were able to keep him for 2 years, because there's nothing. They kept him there regardless of what every other lawyer, I think John Toso or whatever, all of them granted him bail, but DSS refused. That's another slap on the judiciary. They refused. And now the next thing, they went to kill him in his house. And somebody today is saying he jumped bail. We shall see how this plays out, because the world is watching. We are all watching, all of us. Every single person is watching the event as it upholds at what is going to happen. Because all sorts of you want to chop down a tree, a timber. You know, he's standing there and you're pricing, you're selling it to somebody who will chop it down. And then you go home tomorrow, you come back, he's still there, not a human being. They want to kill you. The best self-preservation, you have to run for your life. That's what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did. 13 months. We didn't know where our leader was. Nobody knew. Maybe there are people that knew, but I personally didn't know. I was putting one and one together. Sometimes it'd be like he's alive. Sometimes it'd be like he's dead. You know, as a human being. Eventually, he surfaced after 13 months. And that 13 months that he surfaced, today now they went and hijacked him again. Look at the effort they are putting in one person. Meanwhile, the Fulani headsmen are killing us left, right, and center. They are raping women. They are our relatives in the bush. Nobody helps. If nobody says you should go and fight anybody, tell the truth. Stop using stupid words like alleged. It is alleged. It's farmers traders clash or farmers headers clash. You guys create this. So the Fulani is being who they are. You know, before they do anything, they test the water. Before they dive in, they want to make sure that the water is not very deep. So they do things and see what you description. Then they will do more. We know that. That is their modus operandi. That is how they operate. So when you see evil, it doesn't matter who it affects. Talk about it, please. Open your mouth and say something. Condemn it in its entirety. Condemn it the way it is. Because you see a respected, I'm telling you, go to like channels. You go to Rise. You go to see these people you think that they are journalists, they are respected people. They still use such annoying words as he jumped bail. How can you say that? How can you say that? Even without, in that TV station where you are, if Boko Haram threatens you tomorrow that they're going to place a bomb there, you will not be there again in the next 1 month. Then think of somebody who they have AK-45 went to his house to kill him. and you say he's jumping bail. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is always inside in their bones. When you see evil, talk about it. If you don't, it will eventually come to you. This is Radio Biafra. You can give me calls at 646-920-4541, 929-406-9953. That's the line for the principal officers and the ladies. I have calls also. Take calls on WhatsApp, 845-344-7984. Signal line is 845-283-9665. Give us a call. The lines are open for you. Call us.
The supreme leader of the indigenous people of Biafra is a mighty king, Mazi. One cannot be two. Starlight Production. Show face on the microphone. Shalom, Ibrahim. Shalom, Muchineke. We are getting there. It's a matter of time. Shalom. Awesome. You know me say I go say my right for you, Nigeria. Awesome. You know me say I don't know myself again. Yeah. The love I have for Biafra has taken over my heart. It's burning like fire. Biafra is my heart desire.
All right, I have a call coming in straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, it's your brother. We're calling from my location. Mazi, thank you for a good job.
There we.
Thank you, Biafrans all over the whole world, our leader. Mazi, do you know, like as he says, the evil men do live with them now, not after them.
Yes.
Mazi, they always, like as you said, they always come test the water. When they test the water and see how the water looks like before they can, ravage it. That is how they are moving of operate. That's how they operate. Mazi, do you know that this criminal called Magu, the former EFF or ESF, this stupid name they are giving themselves, the stupid criminal Magu himself. Mazi, do you know that Fulani wants to put him in Nigeria army now? Even higher rank. Magu, the criminal that stole billions. Magu sell some Igbo people's house in Abuja. Mazi, do you know that Fulani wants to put him back in Nigeria army? I will love for our people to send you the clip where we are even saying what they're going to do about it. Then when they test the other ethnic group to see what is going to happen. But because they know that these docile Nigerians are not going to say anything.
Yeah.
But to just look at Olisametu was given 400 million for campaign. Jonathan gave him for campaign. Fulani want to kill him. If not that Mazi Namdekan was shouting to release that man. But to look at Magu, Mazi, one thing I want to say here is this. They can talk. They can say that our leader jumped on bail for all their life. These media journalists bastards. You can keep retreating like Namazindam kind of job bail because Nigeria is not a country. If Nigeria was a country, we are a judge first of all. The Yoruba judge who said Mazindam they can have no question to answer. Free this man. The initial time.
Yeah.
JSS to hold him. In Europe here, in America here and Britain here, I never see there is no way a judge can say release this man and secretly it will never. It can never happen in a civil war. Never. Immediately they say release this man. That has been it. But in the zoo, as I keep saying it, if you are most of you that is happy that Mazi Namdekano has been kidnapped. Actually,
yeah.
And I can't about you know what pains me that Igbo people still never understand the danger they are in Nigeria. That is what pains me. I know that IPOB have come to understand it, but they never understand. Some of our people never understand it. Mazi, sorry. You know that RFI was busy demolishing Igbo's people property in Abuja. Still, our people never learn. Our people never learn from that incident. Mazi, the Fulani man that killed Igbo traders, Apo 4.
Yes.
Do you know that the man now still in police? They have given him higher rank in police. Igbo people never still learn. Do you know that they killed 5 million of Biafrans? Igbo people still never learn. Mazi, do you know that we come from here, route ticket to land to Abuja and Lagos? Igbo people still never learn. What is Mazi Nnamdi fighting? The injustice and method against us.
Yes.
But Mazi, you see these politicians in our land, just watch and see what will happen. And Fulani, you see today, you will never see them anymore. Fulani, I will not come here and tell you if anything happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No, I don't say that because I know nothing will happen to him. If you want to see what we can do, just hold that man you are holding there. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never kill anybody. You release the man that bombed Madala. Yes, that bombed Madala church. They released that man in the court. That was the man Buhari released when our leader was going to the court. When they did nothing the first time. They released that guy that bombed church. They released him. But an innocent man that was fighting for the freedom of his people. You have been spending billions for only one man said. You have been spending billions. I am happy you kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the first time. Half of the whole world knows who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. Now, God punished Nigeria. They went to Kenya again to kidnap our leader. Now, the whole entire world have known who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. Begin to understand the injustice Igbo people and Biafrans are facing in Nigeria. I am telling Fulani, Mazi, I am not going to have any apology for any idiot who said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu jumped. May God punish their entire generation. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was killed that day, are they going to be talking that he jumped? You see, there is one lady in Arise TV that speak like European journalist, a fool who can't even write her name. Anytime that they bring her out, she always bring herself out to show the whole world that she can speak like English people, white people. Shame on her. You are doing all those things because for your pocket. The devil will remember you. They will still put you where you belong to. That lady is a fool. As far as I'm concerned, keep speaking as if you are a white lady. Keep deceiving yourself. But I am telling the whole world that there is no how. IPOB all over the whole world. Put your ear on the ground. We want to surprise the whole world. We are not violent people before.
Yes.
In this agitation. And never violent people. Just our leader said it. Remain resolute. And we are never violent. But this time around, the whole world will see the type of violent IPOB is. They will see it. And the Uhuru Kenyatta, Mazi, if IPOB allow Uhuru Kenyatta to go, if he comes to Europe here, I will cost Tuko Kakabiama. I'm telling you, I will come out and deny him. If we see Uhuru Kenyatta and he goes back to Kenya alive, I will deny Tuko Kakabiama. I will call this lady and deny him. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls. Let me take another call on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Mazi Peter, can you hear me, sir?
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Mazi Peter, you can work with you, sir. Oh, come to the radio. Our radio has not been starting since 5 days, sir.
So okay, where are you calling from?
No, I'm calling from Amba. Amba is Biafra land.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, sir. Mazi Peter, that pastor that you played his clip, said it all. Biafra is all over the world. Biafra is a revelation. And revelation goes with information, which our leader have come here to put this platform so that he will give us every information about us. Then information goes with action. And action speaks louder than voice. That is why every Biafran, anywhere you find yourself on this planet Earth, get prepared to come back to home. American government will not hold us hostage. Britain will never hold this generation. This generation has been chosen by God Most High, the Creator, to restore his land back. Because this land is his own land that he chooses. Among every other land that he created. Biafran, when you be cadet to let the United Nations take note of this message. And the United Britain take note of this message so that we know that man that two people are holding there. It's a bomb that will shut the whole world down. No apology to any pastor. Mazi Peters, you are not arrogant, but you see this idiots. Any nation on this earth that dares our leader, we go down. No matter who you are, Dara. Nehemiah chapter 5, dear friends, from verse 1 to end. And Nehemiah chapter 6, from verse 1 to end. Do you see Nehemiah chapter 5, verse 5, verse 6, verse 9, verse 13, and verse 19? Very, very important. You see Nehemiah chapter 6, verse 6, verse 7, and verse 11. Underline, no shaking. You see every arrangement that warranted the kidnapping of our leader to the hands of Fulani. We have intelligence officers in Biafra. Prove yourself, we must exist. Do you see Isaiah chapter 31? Isaiah chapter 31. You see from verse 1 to 8, but you see verse 4, verse 5, and verse 6. Chukwu is in charge. You see, Mazi everything he has said must be in tight. We must follow the law. And from now on, Biafra should not be Potashano. Upon the governor, all of us will die here. Dara.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, I have another one. Let me take another call. Caller, good morning on Straight Line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, Dr. Aikita, good afternoon to you, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much. I greet my brothers and sisters, Biafrans all over the world, friends of Biafrans and lovers of freedom. Of our Heavenly Father, Chukwu Kikabiama, will continue to keep us moving forward. We stand on the side of the truth. My name is Sugo. I want to say something, Biafrans all over the world. For Biafrans, those that love freedom, I want you to listen to what I'm about to say. And we can never ever in this life welcome injustice and intimidation and killings of our people that have been taking place for decades of years. Which our leader Mazi and the Canon was the person that Chukwu Kikabiama appointed to make a move by saying, stop killing my people. I want you to take a look at this. Our Mazi and the Canon is like a man who is on his way to a particular place, going, all of a sudden, he come across a little child being intimidated by a senior person who are not supposed to intimidate that side. And he said, please stop intimidating this side. And people from nowhere came out, joining the intimidator to go against the person that says, stop intimidating this side. I want you to pay attention to this scenario that I'm giving to you now. The reason why I'm saying this is because you Biafrans all over the world, if you are silent at this point, it simply means that you are an evil person. Because you are just like that child that can never ever speak for himself or herself. Somebody from somewhere God raised him to say, please, you can't kill this side, stop. And you are watching that person that come to rescue you. The evil people that nearly swallow you are ganging up against him, intimidating him, and you are quiet. I am using this opportunity to tell Biafran that there are something that the evil governors in our land and their partner in crime, they plan it and they can never achieve it. It can never ever happen. Biafran restoration is ordained by the mighty hand of Chukwu Abiyama. He was the one that sent out our leader, Mazi, to do the work that you see him doing today. Just as a lot of people have prophesied and they have testified the prophecy which they received decade of years.
Yes.
This is truth. I am telling you now that as it is, the evil people in our land, I call them Okenonolo. They are the ones that plan to arrest our leader by their evil partner in crime. Fulani jihadist politicians. I don't know people that join them, but there are so many. But we are pointing hand at the evil politicians in our land. Remember, Biafrans, there was a particular time as of last month, after they had a meeting in Enugu, they came out boldly and said that they are not in support of Nigerian division. Ask yourself, what gives them that courage? This thing that they just vomit, is it the outcome of what they did in their meeting? When you ask yourself this question, you will get the answer because you have thinking faculty, you have knowledge. I want to tell you that this people, they have planned to hijack this struggle at Chukwu Kadiama, raised this honest man to lead truth and honesty for decades of years. They concluded, including Puma is among them. They concluded that if you can never beat them, then you join them. But they can never ever allow our leader Mazi Kanu to be the head of their affair, because he is going to give order for them to be arrested. So for that reason, they want to hijack our struggle. They plan this arrest you are seeing. They want to hold our leader and put him to jail so that they will take over by doing their evil election. After the election, they will agree with their evil people in partner in crime, that is the Fulani jihadists in power, then the division of Nigeria will take place and they will remain in power. This can ever happen. This is exactly what they plan. By the grace of Chukwu, when they did this evil plan, some people will come out and leak it to us. Anyhow you plan, it's Chukwu by means of his power will use somebody in their midst to come and review this. So whatever you see today happening to our leader, they are the one behind it. That is the reason why they are silent. The reason why Chukwuma, the Anglican bishop in Enugu, said that the zoo government should go ahead and do Nandekano what they want to do him very fast. Chukwu Kikabiama will punish all those
because he misunderstood me on this issue, because initially when he started, I heard him say he understand that our leader jumped bail. So when I came later, he reverted back, he reverted himself back. So when I came on the program, when I called him, so I say initially I was listening to him when he made most of those comments, but later he reverted himself when Jonathan corrected him, because you cannot say our leader jumped bail. It is the federal government led by Fulani that is pushing that narrative. And for those of you who are lawyers out there, you all believe in the law Mazi that say Nemo Judes in Casaso. That means you cannot be a judge over your own case. The federal government cannot be the prosecuting team at the same time be the judge in this instance. So we have the judge that is the central referee that determines those bogus charges you have put forward against our leader. And it's equally our own defense team responsibility to respond and defend that bogus charges and accusation. Because it is obvious, and everybody saw it is on video, that our leader never say he's not going to come to the court. In fact, he told the world that he's going to come to the court. And he told the federal government that he's going to defeat them. We are coming, I'm coming with over 2 million Biafran to Abuja, showing you his preparedness. And all of a sudden, because he couldn't take it any longer, you don't want to face the shame, you decided to eliminate him. It is on video. And the Nigerian army responded by saying they saw a truck loaded with explosive.
That's right. And
they chased the truck. They ran into our leader. All of you are here. Not all of you are not here. And for anybody to, after seeing all these things, killing of over 28 men in Afaruku, the secreting of the palace is on video. CCTV capture the footage and it's happening real time. Everybody saw it. And if you are not talking about it or after this invasion, you see come out and talk about my leader jumping bell, that means you are stupid. I repeat that word. So my brother, I came on the stage last night. I did not call you quack. I said anybody that hold that opinion that after the invasion of our leader's house, when the court case is still pending, and over 28 men were killed, and you are still of the opinion that our leader don't bear, that means that such a lawyer is a quack. I still repeat it. The person doesn't know what he's saying, or doesn't know what he's practicing. I'm not a lawyer, but I don't need to be a lawyer to tell you that. Now, having said that, he come to the area of media. Dr. Peter, can agree with me that all over the world, media is a problem now.
Of course.
Even the United States of America, that is what they have learned. They create a narrative with those bourgeoisies and the elite to control the less, to control the populace. The direction they want you to go, they create or pen such narrative, and they will do everything humanly possible to do that. You see, okay, let's take for instance, in US today, they're saying Black Lives Matters. Do you know Black Lives Matters are killing more black today in America than any other person? They are shooting people, killing black, killing white. Then from there, they were rioting, doing different things. They are being protected. Before you know, they will create another narrative. Media will push, and they begin to teach critical race theory. Something that has no meaning, just to create a confusion, just to put us under subjection, under check. Because government is using the media to work. Media is partnering with the government, whereas media is supposed to be the mouthpiece of the people, of the masses. Instead, they decided to work with the government. They beat them in order to kill the populace. That is the problem all over the world. They don't care what is happening to their kinsmen. What they care is that peanut, that crumb that fell from the master's table. How are they going to feed? They want to buy the highest G-Wagon. They want to buy aircraft. They want to be flying. They want to be showing off as a journalist. They want to be a rich. They want to be rich. Even more than they go for us. So they are so corrupt, ineptitude, attitude, and others. That is why they can never be objective. Even though they know that thing that they ought to say, instead of them to say it, they now cunningly divert people's attention to the opposite. Yeah. In order to make sure they paint the narrative of the government or the elite. That is a problem. That people should rise and fight the media, because media is a tool used by the government and the elite to suppress the masses. Until you realize that media, remember how they created, how they brought
I want to start like this. People must think very well before they start speaking anyhow on this platform. Uhuru Kenyatta case is left for international court to decide. It is not made for somebody to say he's going to kill or going to fight Uhuru Kenyatta if he come to Europe. We have a lot of things at hand which we are about to face. I heard yesterday somebody talk about all the Kenya in Biafra should go back to their place. I was thinking, how many Kenyans are in Nigeria, talk less of Biafra? And how many Biafrans or Igbo people are in Kenya? Suppose, if we happen that we say everybody go to your place, who are going to feel the problem? So we have to face the main case that is facing us. We have Ohaneze Ndigbo, George Upiozo. This man, Ohaneze Ndigbo, does not supposed to be alive now. All these politicians is our enemy. Where we will face fear that there will be no election, because the criminality in Igbo land is growing so high. We have not finished it. Talk less of bringing another country in. The case of Uhuru Kenyatta being Judas Iscariot of today is a case of international court. It's not a case of ordinary people. Let us face what we face, what is facing us. The saboteur in Igbo land supposed to destroy it as much as possible. Thank you very much. All ahead, Biafra.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you very much for that call. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. I think I have a pretty important call that's coming in. Maybe they want to make an announcement. It has to do with the New York coordinators trying to get in on the line. It's been running from this line to the other one. So let me just see if I can bring her in to make an announcement. This is Radio Biafra. I told you there's a rally is going on in Washington today, and I hope some of you are willing to go there. All right, let us see if she's here. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. This is Radio Biafra USA 2.
Is that for me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good morning, Ike.
Welcome to the...
Yeah. Good morning, dear friends. This is New York coordinator. I want to tell the world that we are having a rally at Washington, D.C. today and tomorrow. So anybody who has the chance should try to go join our brothers and sisters in Washington, D.C. today and tomorrow. We have to tell the world that they should let go our leader. He did nothing wrong to them. He is just asking for his freedom and his people's freedom. They should let us go. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. All right, thank you for your call. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. All right, like I said, I have told you this earlier. We're having it today and tomorrow in Washington, D.C. Make sure that you go there if you can be able to make it. If you can't make it today, make it tomorrow. We're going to be there for this rally. It's very, very important. We need to tell the world that our leader is incarcerated, and they have to tell us why, what he has done. He has not done anything. I have a call coming in on WhatsApp on a private line. Tell us your name, caller. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mazi.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. This is Rabbi Charles speaking from my location. I greet Biafrans all over the world. Friends of Biafra, freedom lovers, I salute you. Our leader, His Excellency Mazi Namdekano, I salute you. Good afternoon from here. Mazi, it has a quick announcement update that there is a gathering in Ottawa, Canada. There will be a mass gathering at a British embassy there. So the people there are gathering, and some people are on their way. So if you are in that location, in those areas, you can go there at British High Commission in Ottawa, Canada, and you will meet our people there. Also, they will be likely to gather at Kenyan embassy as well. Also, there is an ongoing gathering in number 10 Downing Street in United Kingdom. If you are in that location, make your way there. Mazi, let me say this. I heard what our brothers are saying. I just want to add to what I had someone saying. You know, Nigeria is lawless. Nigeria, the name Nigeria means darkness, void, empty, deception. That is what it is. So if any advocate or anyone, I hear them saying that he's John Bale, they want to spread it. They use the power of the media. Media is a very strongest tool to air out whatever you want. You can. Hitler used media to capture the whole of Germany, and went further to capture the whole of Europe. It is media. It is propaganda. Nigeria is good at that. Nigeria is an evil entity. When I think it was a police officer saw a meat seller, a woman running restaurant, who went to buy a leg of a cow, put it in the back of a truck. And in that contraption, they buy meat, the way, not like the way they do it in Western world. And the blood was drilling or dropping out of the vehicle. And the officer, those mountain roadblocks, saw this lady. I said, lady, what do you have at the back of the truck? He said, it's meat. I'm actually coming from the market. And they demanded money. And the woman said, I used the last money that I got to buy this meat and other things to run my restaurant. You know what they told the woman? Come out from the vehicle. You have murdered somebody. That is human body. You've killed person. This is Nigeria for you. And they started to use one, even if the particulars of your vehicle is complete, they will tell you that something is wrong. And they will definitely carry that person. So when they use media to sell some certain product, you'll be wondering, are these people normal? Look at the man at the Arise television or channel saying, tell me the difference between how do you say that British nationality or nationality is superior than that of Nigeria? I mean, you can look at what somebody was saying, asking. You are challenging the people keeping you down, the one that gave you name, the one that tells you what to do. You are challenging, telling me, oh, they want to sound very tough. So if you hear it, you think, oh, Nigeria is an independent country. They don't listen to Britain. Come on, they don't need to deceive people. So I hear Pastor Jack saying all this. I get exactly what he's saying. Because they will use media to tell you that your ally is your enemy. And over the years, they have used media to divide Yoruba and the Igbos. They use media to divide the Southerners. And we are fighting each other. Instead of, while we are fighting each other, the killers, the persecutors are busy rejoicing and enriching themselves. Tell me why. Can someone explain to me how they drill oil in my father's house and piped it to Kaduna and piped it to Karabamuda? And they're telling you that evil man is your enemy. And you are buying that product they're selling to you from the media. Mazi, Peters, I want to stop here, but anyone who has reasoning mind to reason, because we can't be fooled anymore. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, thank you very much. Yeah, that's the point. The point of the matter is that even I said journalists. I was referring to that Dr. Abate, what's his name again? When Jofor almost lost it, he said, with all due respect, when somebody is sounding very silly, these are people that are supposed to be educated. You keep using the word jump bail, jump bail, jump bail. How can you say that somebody who's running for his life jump bail? What if they had killed him? Would he be in court to answer any question? Oh boy. The point is that, like I said, Sunday Igboho is suffering what he's suffering today because nobody addressed the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If they had, from the beginning, condemned it with their newspaper, with their hands and their media, they will not go to Igboho's house. But you see, they did what they did with Nnamdi Kanu and nobody said anything. So they can as well want to do the same thing with Igboho and get away with it, because that is how they operate. That is their first thing. They try to dive in, make sure that the water is shallow enough, it's not going to drown them, but they're eventually going to drown it. They don't just go in and start doing anything without testing the water to see if the water is shallow or not. I have a call. Good morning, caller on WhatsApp. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
What if they had killed him? Would he be able to answer any question?
Caller, turn down your radio, please. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
What is suffering today because nobody addresses it.
Good morning.
Good morning, welcome. Turn down your radio, please. I'm hearing my voice on your background. I don't like that.
Okay, I've done that.
Okay, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, my name is Njiden Chukwu Emmanuel. I'm calling from my location, USA.
Welcome to the program.
I greet you. I thank you so much for waking up every morning to see to the progress of this organization. I thank our leader. Thank you, Rabbi Charles, that doesn't sleep. Every day he will listen and contribute, and they enlighten us more and more. Jonathan as well. Wachineke. And all of them, and Dr. Alozie, I thank every one of you, and all the lovers of freedom, and all of our principal officers. I thank every one of you. May God, Elohim, continue to strengthen you people to do this work until we actualize the sovereign state of Biafra.
Yes.
In Elohim name, I pray.
Yes, sir.
Mazi Peters, what I have to say is about this. I have been saying this thing all along. It's about this elite, the so-called elite, or our leaders call them intellectuals. They are our servants. The Bible says that he who is the head is a servant, the people he is heading.
Yes.
Like Jesus Christ watched the feast of his disciples. He's their master. But he watches this feast of his disciples. He showed them an example that he is a servant to them. So all these elites in Nigeria are so-called intellectuals, because I have never seen anyone that is elite from them. It's already Nnamdi Kanu is the elite we have in Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No any other elite we have in Igbo land, church in Igbo land. So I don't know the reason why they should speak our mouth. They don't have right to speak our mouth. It's whatever we say that then we go and they present to them. Going to Abuja and they have a meeting. If Igbo will be president. The one Obasanjo was the president.
Obasanjo was under the Fulani's instruction. When Jonathan was president, Jonathan was under the Fulani's instruction. If you go, you cannot do anything. If you will be under them, serving them, dialogue with them. So I said it before some months ago that we have to deal with them. We have to deal with the politicians. If you don't do it, Rollins did, you will deal with them in Ghana, and the Ghana was excellent to them. If you don't deal with these people, we are not started doing anything. If you don't deal with them severely, we will never achieve this Biafra. But we have to deal with them. If you whether collectively or individually. I remember last time when Igbo land was in chaos, the whole Okoro, I said the Okoro at the 70s, just came up and started, putting Igbo land in the back share. People came up, rose up, and they did Bobo Soye, and they stopped them, tracked them down. That was stopped. I was in Norwich that I grew up in Norwich. So that's it. We have to deal with these people. They cannot decide for us. It's we, whatever we decide, that they will go there present even if it is necessary. Right. So that is all I have to say. Yeah. And I will continue saying it. And until we do that thing, if you don't do it, Biafra is not coming. And again, what I'm trying to say, I was praying to Elohim for long since this time. Say, instead, you will give us Biafra without Mazi Nandekalo. Don't give us Biafra. Because I never see any elite, that the so-called elite on Joshua, that have the kind of vision Nandekalo has. So if he will not give us Biafra without Nandekalo, let him not give us Biafra. Elohim, I pray to you like that. So, may God bless every one of us and strengthen us in the Elohim name, I pray.
Thank you. You say. All right, thank you for your prayer. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra, USA 2. Please call us. The lines are still open for you to make your calls. Just call us, whatever you want, say it. All right. Unfortunately, I don't know what's wrong with my thing is not playing. Fortunately. All right, we're still here. So, like I said before, the lines are still open for you to make your calls, make your contributions at 846-920-4541, 845-344-7984. We'll have a call coming in on, let me take this one coming from Straight Line. Call on Straight Line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Mazi Peters.
Welcome to the program.
Good morning, sir. Yes, sir. I am calling regarding our governors. Good morning, all Biafrans, wherever you are. In Borno State, they had an election this morning. Oh, really? Where ISWAP is they voted some guy they call Amba to be a co-governor with the governor that is already existing in Borno State. And then some Baba Isa is the revenue collector in Borno State. Okay. So I'm calling on all of our southern governors that don't want to do anything, that is money conscious, don't care about any other person around them. If you don't get up and do something right now, Mazi, Akpitas, you were saying that Fulani terrorists, they will come in a place and experiment. Yeah. And if the people there don't say anything, they will try in another state. That's right. They've been tormenting our leader for saying the truth, and they kept quiet. And they killed all they killed in some part of Biafran land. They kept quiet. They've gone to Idaho. They kept quiet. Yes. So what I'm trying to say is now the Borno has a co-governor, and they're levying this huge taxes on their citizens of Borno State. They collect heavy burden on the farmers.
What do they mean by co-governor? What's that?
So like there is this. existing governor already. Now the Wahhabi terrorist now has its governor inside one state, and then a revenue collector, so which means the sitting governor doesn't have any say because the Wahhabi guy is there doing all the dirty job. So if the southern governors think that this is a fight against Onyendu, or maybe a fight against them collecting what they're collecting from federal government, the next one will be them. And by that time, they've killed all of us that are fighting for the truth. And then you won't have anyone to fight. And you just sit there, just like they don't have any power over security. They can't tell a policeman or military man what to do in their own state.
Yeah.
By then, they might sit on the side as a governor, but they won't have any authority over the state. Your 5% and all those percent you're begging from the government, then you won't get it. You just be their slave. So it was a wake-up call when I saw that. Yes. Everybody wake up. We must wake up, whether they want to talk or whether they want to talk or whether they don't want to talk. We have to do this for our children. Our grandparents cannot leave Nigeria the way they lived, kept killing them. Our fathers fought Biafran war. They killed them, massacred them. Us live the greatest marginalization, and then we'll pass it on to our children. We can't do that.
Yeah.
So, yes, sir. So we've come to the point where we can't go back. So governors, I will advise you show up, but if you don't want to show up, Biafra will come with or without you. But I think it would be best that you join us and help your children enjoy a great Biafran land.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls here at 64692045541. I have a call coming in on the principal officer's line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Mazi. Okay. My name is Ikenna Ihoma. And thank you for answering my call, because actually this is my first time of calling Radio Biafra.
Welcome to the program.
I have been following this program for a very long time, and I've been trying to reach and contribute something or say something, but unfortunately I've not been able to reach. But thank you today for answering me.
Yes.
On the issue,
can you introduce yourself first? Just tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Okay, my name is Ikenna Ihoma.
Okay.
And I'm calling from the UK.
All right. Welcome to the program. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. On the issue today of the people complaining that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu jumped bail, I think the answer should be, we should go every IPOB member or every freedom fighter, everybody should go back to the video of what happened in the house of our leader. We should go back to that video, post it on our Twitter, on our Facebook, and every media platform. I think that should be our response to all these fools talking. Then, secondly, on the recently, a lot of people have been saying things like, okay, are we not the one betraying ourselves? We are this, we are that. Yes, even the Bible itself, I want to tell our members, they should not be bothered over these questions, because sometimes initially when they say these things, I became angry. But they should also understand that even Jesus Christ himself was betrayed. Yes. We don't expect everybody to be clean before we achieve Biafra. And when we achieve Biafra, yes, that is when we will wipe all this virus out. So the third thing I want to talk about is we in diaspora. This is the time we need to do everything we have to do in our power, because our leader has done his part. And if we fail now, Africa as a whole, every black man has failed.
Yes.
And so we need to do everything. And thank God we have people at home who are sacrificing their life, who are ready to do everything, who are taking the heat, standing by to do everything necessary to see that we achieve Biafra. We thank them a lot, and it is left for us abroad to do our own part and support these young youths and support these men fighting for us.
Yes.
And another thing I also want to talk about is, I think it's high time we start hitting hard on these politicians, because they will not stop. If I'm just contributing, if there is a way we can send them out first in our land, maybe send them to Abuja, let them go to the north and stay, then we can start from there. And I also want to let people understand that the more they keep fighting against Biafrans, the more they will get it themselves. Because just like you've mentioned, Mazi, what Igboho is facing today is as a result of what they did, what the Nigerian military did in the house of our Mazi, and everybody kept quiet.
Absolutely.
So they will get it. People will keep getting it. I am not after my Yoruba brothers, because we have never been enemies. We have never been enemies for, I don't know what the zoo is trying to create, but they should understand it's as a result of what they did in the house of our Mazi, and everybody kept silent over it. So if the Yorubas will not rise up and push as hard as we are pushing, everybody, even the common man, will get this. We have been getting it previously, but this time it will be worse. It will be worst. That is what I have to say. Thank you, Mazi, for answering my call.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. There's something that our brother just raised with a very important issue. For those of you who have the videos of what happened in the Fariku Ibeku, this is time to tweet them so that the world will see. Because when they say jump bear, that's what's so annoying. Very, very annoying. Like my brother said, sometimes I tend to ignore these things, but when you look at it, people you expect that are supposed to know better, journalists, people who work in the media house, who are supposed to know what happened in the Fariku could have written something about it, and they did not. Now they have the audacity to talk about jumping bear. Please, guys, Biafrans, go. Anybody that has video, the clip of whatever happened in Fariku Ibeku on that day, tweet it. Put it on the tweet, and then people will retweet it so that the world will be seeing what we are talking about, that these people we are dealing with are animals. They are zoo animals that Nnamdi Kanu rightly calls them. I have a call. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on straight line. Are you there? Well, I have to drop your call because you're not answering. You're not picking up. Let me take one on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Are you there? Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes. Good morning, Mazi Akpetas. Yes, my name is Mazi, my man Ugonye Jaka. I am calling from the United States of America, precisely here in Washington, D.C. Mazi, I am calling to let Biafra know that we are today at the British Embassy. And that British Embassy is at 3100 Massachusetts Avenue in Washington, D.C. All road leads to British Embassy. We are going to be there today and tomorrow to protest about the kidnap of our Onyendu. So when you come in, come with your brothers, come with your sisters, come with your friends, your co-workers. This is not only the IPOB, this is not only the Biafran. If you are Oduduwa, and then you know that what is going on in Nigeria, you do not like it, you have to come over here, and this is when they're going to hear your voice. Even if you are from the Middle Belt, your mother and your father have been killed and uprooted from their homes and they are living in refugee camp. That is when you have to come and then show your grievances. If you are from Southern Kaduna, and if you are from Borno, you see how the bandits and the herdsmen and all the terrorist people have occupied your land, and they are killing you and they're kidnapping you, and you are paying ransom. If you don't like what is going on, then you have to come. You know exactly what Nnamdi Kanu must stand for.
The reason why Nnamdi Kanu is locked up today is because of you. It's because of your need. It's because they have deprived you of your humanity. That is the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is locked up. Nnamdi Kanu is locked up today because there are children at that Nigeria that goes to sleep without food in their mouth. There are women that they are widows because of Nigeria. There are children that are orphaned. Nnamdi Kanu is in the jail because you don't have electricity. You finish university, you don't have any employment, nothing at all. Then your life is useless. Nnamdi Kanu is in the jail because of the brutality of the police and the soldiers who are supposed to protect you. They protect you. The reason why they swear an oath to be employed just to protect you, but they have turned now to be your nightmare. They have been hunting you like they are hunting animal. Every day you are being killed, you are being harassed, you are being marginalized. Nnamdi Kanu is in the jail because of what? Because Nnamdi Kanu wants your dignity. Nnamdi Kanu wants you to have your rights. And this is the reason why he is locked up. Let us not change and then start thinking about politics or saying that, oh, it is all about something else. We have to call a spade a spade. Everything that we are talking today, the reason why, if everything is okay in Nigeria, if all the children have what they're supposed to have, if everybody is treated equal, if everybody, a lot of people have job, if there is a playing field so that everybody can work hard, then they get the reward, then Nnamdi Kanu would have not come up. So you have to ask yourself, why is Nnamdi Kanu in the jail? Why? Because all these looters, all these criminals, all these primitive politicians that call themselves politics, all these looters, even an animal can only eat what he can eat. But you are a human being, you deprive other people by looting. You are so wicked. And everything that you loot, you cannot even use it. And the people who are ruling you are the people that have ruled you for more than 60 years. These people don't have anything to give. They don't have anything to offer. What they are doing is just to make your life miserable. And if you want to buy to eat, because they are dividing you, saying that you are APC, PDP, you are the North, you are the South, you are, wasting your time. So, Mazi, I don't want to waste your time. I want people, please. We are today in Washington, D.C. We are in the Massachusetts Avenue, that is at the British Embassy. We are going to go over there. All of us will be there, and then we'll be there today, we'll be there tomorrow, and then we'll be there, continue being there. We will do whatever we have to do to create this awareness, to tell them that what they are doing is not right. Mazi, thank you, and God bless you.
God bless you. All right, thank you very much. I have another call to take a caller on straight line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Please turn down your radio. Yes.
Good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Yes, my own submission is this. I want to talk about people who are agitating online.
Can you please tell us your name and where you're calling from?
Oh, my name is Brian Daniel. I am calling you from the United States.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mike. I want to talk about those who are agitating online. Please, Maz, I want you to help me address this issue. We are having an issue at the moment. This issue that we are having is because of our leader that has been abducted. So I see no reason why people who will be castigating our DOS. Before Mazi was abducted, Mazi laid the foundation. Mazi was a man, a leader who trusted the DOS. So I am talking about groups who are agitating online, who have been passing wrong messages to our retired fathers, mothers, our retired elders, who have contributed a lot to this struggle. So, for example, this guy from the Igudu, who is an agitator online, yesterday he was online trying to castigate DOS, trying to tell people what is DOS doing. So I am saying that we should not do that. Maz, are you listening to me?
Yes, I am. Go ahead, sir.
So our DOS is whom you will follow and take instructions from. So let them please stop that. Let them stop passing wrong information. I was at work yesterday when my mother-in-law called me and said, "Oh, look at what somebody is saying online." I said, "Yes, please do not listen to that person. Because these are our age parents who has contributed a lot to this struggle. Sometimes they sit at home and they, go onto the internet to listen to what is happening. So why would somebody be, publishing wrong information, pushing people to go and do things that is not in line with the instructions given by the DOS? So I want the DOS, I am appealing to the DOS to reach out to these agitators online and they address them. Let me give you one more instance. The guy who has a program online on what's the name of this? The Coastal Biafra. The day Mazi was attacked, this guy came online and they vomited a whole lot of rubbish. I'm telling you, I want to use that language. I'm sorry. I even called him. I called him as a whole to tell him to call this boy to order. The boy could not. But at the end of the day, he came back and said to you that he's not apologizing. Do you know how many people that are following you online? I want our people to listen to reason. Do you know how many, now that you are online, man, a lot of people are following you. A lot of people are online listening. So I do not want a situation where we will come and publish a falsehood. Then at the end of the day, we will look for a way to remedy it. It is not good. Yeah. So when he finished that program that he made that day, he caused a lot of harm, including my own mother-in-law. She was weeping, and I was telling her, forget about this guy. Not up to 1 hour again. The guy came back online today, and he was saying, my DOS have addressed us. So because of that, we will relax. No, that is number one. Number two, starting to make the program, then they go. And somebody was calling and saying, DOS is not doing it. DOS is not doing it. DOS is not. I am not a member of DOS, but I am 100% sure that this DOS is the governing body that our leader so much trusted. And I believe that they did not fold their hands. They are not lazy. I believe that they know what they are doing.
Yes.
So when somebody comes in time on the program and was saying, DOS is not doing anything, DOS is not good, I know what should have had the right answer to that person. But the answer he gave was, so you mean they are not weeping? You mean they are not dull? You mean they are dull? Trying to dance in that too. So I am appealing to you, number one, again, to reach out to all those online agitators and address them. Number two, let all those online agitators mind what they do and what they say online. Again, let them always take instructions from DOS. Because if you are an IPOC member and now you do not take instructions from DOS, you give us your own instructions, it will not work. Because Simon Ekpa was telling us that there will be no agitation in Nigeria. Is he using his own power to say that, or is it the DOS that is saying it? You see, where my own is coming, go and listen to that program 2 days ago. He said it, that there will not be any agitation, there will be no protest, there will be no nothing in this. That is a good thing. But is it an instruction from the DOS?
Yeah, I understand. I understand where you're going. Your point is very clear. You see, that's something we have to address. It's a very nice thing that you brought it up. But do you still have anything you want to add? Because I gotta go.
Okay. One more thing that I want to add is we who are here in the diaspora, who has access to unlimited data online, are the ones to pass this message to some of us in the Biafra land who do not have enough data, because to listen online is expensive. Call to your people. When you speak to your people, when they call you to ask you for support, they call you to ask you for money, tell them what is happening. They do not know. There is a movement that came up that is called Fulani Redemption Movement. It is a cause where a lot of politicians are running to. They are pumping a whole lot of money. Too many people from Imo State have joined this cause. So let us tell our people what is happening. A lot of people have joined and they are paying them a lot of money. So if you hear all this information here and your brother from the Biafra land, they call you to give them support, my wife born, the roof of my house was born, as they are giving them that support, also pass this information to them. Thank you, man.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. My brother raised a very important issue, and this is an issue that I have always tried to tackle in Radio Biafra. Everybody is entitled to his opinion, to be honest with you. But when you start using your opinion as if it's a direct order, that's where I have a problem. Everybody, whatever you want to say on Radio Biafra, you can say it, but make us believe that it is your thing. Don't start giving order. This is what must be done. And this is what, no. That's very, very unacceptable. I know those who are in authority, those who are in charge, when they come in, they can say things like that. But for those of us who are just calling and having a regular conversation, you cannot start dishing out these orders because you'll be misunderstood. Like what he said, my brother Simon Ekpa said, that there'll be no protest in Biafra land. He probably got it from somewhere, but I don't know. I wouldn't say I know. I didn't hear that broadcast, but at least I try to guard against things like that from the beginning of my broadcast. Anytime people come in, the moment you want to cross the line, I always try to stop you as quickly as I can before you say something that is not necessarily the part of, but something that's not necessarily the idea or the right that IPOB has. You can say whatever, like I said, you can say whatever you like. You can call it radio, criticize it, say what you want to say, but please make us understand that it's not an order from IPOB hierarchy. No, it is your own personal opinion, and that which is very, very acceptable. But the moment you want to make it as an order, this is what I'll cut you off. I won't entertain that. I have a call. Let me take this one. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Fortunately, that line just cut off. I don't know what happened to it. Let me take another one on straight line. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Thank you very much. Are you hearing me?
I can hear you loud and clear, sir. The world is listening. Go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Chukwemeka Wambozo. And Mazi Peters, in several occasions I have called you. Maybe I think I'm running out of line. Before I finish, I'll let your. Maybe I'm mistaken for the call. You said today regarding to what is happening to Sunday Igboho is as the result of what they did when they arrested our leader. Have you noticed that these people right now, the media outlet of Nigeria, the channel, the Zoom media, that the issue of Sunday Igboho, they never mention secession or secessionist or separatist. They call it self-determination, that is fighting for the people. Even BBC went there. Go and listen to the interview they made the way. They never use the word separation or secession. They always been using the correct word because it is I'm not talking about the ones. I have nothing with them. But their media, as our leader always complain, they are the people leading the watch all the whole media. Wouldn't the incident of what happened to some of them ever out and said it's the agitating for they already said self-determination, and this is the conspiracy we are seeing in Nigeria. Any day they wake up to conspire or say something, they give us more courage to the quest for Biafra return. Because the way they are going, of course, assume they don't even understand anything. That is why they went to some Igbo house, go there and kill people. Come out and see you kill there. When they are, don't you know before you go somebody's house that you must get warrant from court. You go there, you send it to the person that I'm getting order from the court to search your house, and the person will search you before you get his house. You go there and kill somebody and come out and say you kill someone. That is why they don't reason. These people, they don't reason. So what I'm trying to say here is that when you go and listen to the you they made after this shooting in a Igbo house, no separatists or secessionists. You see, so this is the conspiracy these people are doing on daily basis. Nevertheless, what they want to put is our target, our prayer is Biafra. Biafra is our religion, and we have brought our life to die because of Biafra, whatever it costs. There's the time I wear my pin here. I went to do empty here. The one he just want to come out. I bring him down. Want to come out and mess me up. I don't come here with your this Biafra says, shut up your mouth. This is you have to respect me and respect what I'm wearing here. He said, no, here is the Nigerian, but if you mess up, I say you can't do more than anything. I don't fear them. I don't fear anybody concerning them. Some people would fear. They don't even go with all this, But I enter there with the pin-up. They can't do anything. And you must give me what I don't want. If you don't give me my passport, then you give me to have a yes. At that moment, you give me the passport. It's only mere traveling document. I don't need this. It's not my identity. Because my grandfather doesn't passport. And he's not a Nigerian. So that's a few months that I don't want to.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. All right, thank you very much. I think I'll call it a day here. We can't take any more calls at this time. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Like I said before, my brothers, when you want to call, be very careful, be calculative on what you're saying. Do not give any wrong impressions. This pointing of hands and pointing of mistakes and everything, it doesn't go right in what we are doing. What we should do now and what we need now is the way forward. That's what we're concerned ourselves with. Our leader, so far from his lawyer, is not doing badly at all. It's not as bad as we think. But then, when it comes to the protest that we are talking about, it doesn't have to be a community thing. Individuals can protest. It doesn't matter how many you are, depending on what country you are in. But make sure that you don't violate any of their rules or their directives in the respective countries. It's different in every country. Over here, you can't just get up and start protesting as a group without taking permission from the police. And then in London, I think they are free. They have just they can just get up and do what they have to do, like what we're seeing. They already started. Today in Washington D.C., we are there. IPOB in America, we're in Washington today and tomorrow. So make sure you join them if you can. All right. All right, with this, finally come to the end. I can see people are still trying to call, but I can't take any more calls. I'm so sorry. We have to go. Tomorrow is another day. Mazi is getting up to take the podium, so you better, whatever questions you have, please keep it for him. He will be in a better position to answer your questions. From here, do not forget, still have to remind you that Biafra is our religion. And Radio Biafra is our worship. From me to you, it's goodbye. See you again tomorrow at the same time. Bye.
The last hope we have is in Biafran restoration. I believe. Listen to Radio Biafra. It's where we worship. As a Chukukiki Abiyama. Let your kingdom come. Listen to Radio Biafra. It's where we worship.